Captain Lee Rosbach, a former cast member of Below Deck, revealed the reason behind the breakup of his friendship with Carl Radke. The superyacht captain claimed that after Radke made a guest appearance on his podcast, Salty with Captain Lee, on Wednesday's episode, things took a bad turn. This was after Radke split up with Lindsay Hubbard. "I offered Carl a chance to be on the podcast and tell it how he saw it, and we used to be close," said Rosbach, 74. "He wanted a certain question removed. We removed it. We didn't put him on the spot. There was something he didn't want to respond to. We didn't leave him hanging. A softball interview if I've ever seen one," according to Rosbach, who also stated that he would never have done something intentionally to put Carl on the spot. Radke, 39, was the subject of the conversation. The star of Deadly Waters with Captain Lee claimed that Radke called him shortly after the podcast was hinted at in November of last year and demanded that he not broadcast the interview. "Carl called and just went off about how I was putting him on the spot and taking advantage of him," Rosbach said. "I was astounded. I have no idea what caused him to lose his mind the way he did, or why he was thinking the things he was. I have no idea what the hell he was thinking." According to Rosbach, he informed his fellow Bravo-celebrity that the show wouldn't air. "It bothered me because I was doing everything within my power to support Carl during this trying time," he stated. "Everyone deserves to have their viewpoint heard and what they consider to be facts, which is why I wanted to offer him the chance to speak his side of the story. I wanted to present that chance to him. It didn't sit well with me to get slapped around for it afterwards." A representative for Radke was contacted by Page 6 for comment, but they did not respond right away. Rosbach and Radke grew close as a result of their shared experience losing family members to addiction. A sneak peek of the podcast episode that the part-time Loverboy employee co-wrote with Rosbach was made public in November of last year. Radke acknowledged that the breakup of his engagement to Hubbard, 37, made him feel really bad. "It's been frightful. It's been perplexing. It has been sentimental. According to Us Weekly," he stated, "and I feel really bad with how everything ultimately played out," on the Salty with Captain Lee podcast at the time. In addition, he declared that "I would go back and make something a little bit easier or better." Nevertheless, the entire episode was never broadcast, and Rosbach's podcast was absent for a week in November.